Hi, this is Shane Veronica. I've noticed in your e-paper that they're talking about a court, a special court for the Caribbean, where they can address fraud because they see it as something very prevalent in the islands, and they want to fast track it through the courts instead of having people wait 30, 40 years to have their cases heard. They want to fast track these matters of fraud. And when they were talking about fraud, and they said things like Ponzi schemes and lottery schemes and like loan schemes, fraud is fraud. Fraud is fraud. They even added romance scams. Yes, people who get with you to steal your money. It's all this, I love you, I love you. You know how it goes. And they steal your money. You think you're in something, but you're not in anything. It's a scam. You're being scammed. You're being defrauded of your time and your money and your esteem. So they have that as part of it. They should add rape as part of the romance scams. That's rape, okay? And then they talk about land fraud. That was the most important part of the whole thing. And if the Caribbean if they can get together to handle that fast, not 30, 40 years backlogged, but fast through the court system. If they can create a court system to deal with frauds, all sorts of frauds, which would mostly include, which is a large part of it, land fraud. That's where most of people's money go. That's one of the biggest investments you'll ever make in your lifetime, buying land, buying homes, that kind of stuff. So if they can fast track that and pull into it romance scams, because that is big. That's even bigger than land fraud, but the land would be more money attached to it. But romance fraud, and land fraud. Those things should be fast tracked and people should know this thing should be publicized to the point that everyone knows that there is a special court to deal with these people who look at you and target you for theft. They target you for destruction. They target you to because they just want you to be as unhappy as they are. That's basically it. They want you to be as unhappy as they are, and you become a target. So land is mostly owned by someone. So when you see people picking up land saying that, oh, it didn't have an owner or, we don't know who owns it, you can have within your system a family tree. You should have within your system, all systems will have a family tree, and they can contact family members to see if they want to deal with the land, if they want to sell it, whatever they want to do. But most lands have owners. Someone, unless the entire family has been exterminated, gone, they're just gone from the earth. And that is very rare, but it does happen. But for them to be picking up a whole set of lands and giving to people to do what they want, there's some fraud involved with that. You're going to know that there's some sort of fraud involved with those types of situations. So yes, people in Barbados and the Caribbean should welcome this. You should actually find out more about this special court that they want to assemble to deal with white collar crime only. Yes, they call it white collar crime because you're not going into the store and pulling out a weapon and saying, give me all your money. No, it's not done like that. It's more sneakily done, and it's done by someone you know. It's done by someone you know, someone that wears a shirt and tie and pretend. They pretend that they're upright and they're morally fit to, represent themselves in public. But trust, trust no one, trust no one. And I welcome, and a lot of people will welcome that special court that deals with land fraud. Yes, that would be number one. And romance scams, which they should attach rape to romance scams. Rape should be attached to that. Okay. So yeah, that was very good to read that these things are being talked about. Will they come online? You don't know, but you should. You should want it to come online, you should want it to be something or somewhere where you can find some sort of justice and swift justice, because anything delayed is not just. If it's delayed for 30, 40 years, that's not justice. Okay? You need something where your man steals your money or the woman you're with steals your money, talking about, I love you, I love you, I love you, but they're there to steal your money, and you want someone who picks up your father's or your mother's property and not consider that they had kids, they have grandkids, they have sisters, brothers. When these kinds of things happen, you need to have that specialized court to deal with it. Fast track, and people need to know that it's there. You need to know that it is something that is available to you, and that would also like deter people from doing it so, so easily. It would deter them because they know, hey, this is something that I'm going to have my face in the news. It's going to be fast track, and I'm going to be out of my money. That you're not no longer will you have to wait until you're dead or the person that did you that injustice is dead to get justice. That's not justice. That is just this. But it's not justice. Okay? It's not justice. So please look into that report of the Caribbean set of people who are getting together to formalize fast track of frauds and Ponzi's and all that money laundering, that kind of stuff. Look into that and push for that to happen, because it's going to be beneficial to you. It's going to be beneficial to you sometime along the line. Something you're going to need that kind of establishment so you can go to that particular court and have matters that are urgent. You don't want to wait. Matters that are urgent taken care of. This is Shay Veronica.